Thank you very much.
So Warzones was what you were or PvP game types generally? Okay, just a question about PvP game types. Yes, Warzones. We have 3 Warzones in ship. Hotball and Alderaan you've seen. Voidstar is the other one. Voidstar, by the way, it's funny, we announced Voidstar in this room.
A long time ago. And this is one of those big ones for the testing goes through. So we announced Voidstar, and people have actually asked me, they're like, what happened to Voidstar? We announced Voidstar, which was our assault map. So you go back and forth doing a boarding action game. It's actually had a lot of problems in its first incarnation. It was fun, but people didn't understand the basics for the GUI didn't work for it, etc., etc. Gage team pulled it. They said, we don't even want testing on this. It's bad. They've completely redone the entire game, and it's come back out. So Voidstar is actually looking fantastic. So we'll have a new one in front of people.
I'm pretty confident you'll see Voidstar relatively soon.
We don't have a lot of time left.
I know, but the good thing is now people know where the launch is. So it's not like this weird, when I say soon, it's some time between now and shit. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes, open world PvP is available, of course, and then just with objectives, that is, and then there's just find a guy and hit him on the head, that kind of PvP as well. Next, do you really have a question? You never have a question.
So there's a lot of people in the EU that are here that came out to this thing. Do you have something to share from people that are here that get to hear first? Anything?
How about a release date? That was pretty good, right?
You know how the community is. We've always got to have more.
Something EU specific?
Sure, why not?
We're opening a customer service center in Ireland?
Where can you apply?
You can apply at bioware.com/careers.
Yes, BioWare Ireland folks.
And actually we have someone who's a new BioWare employee as of like next month?
Yeah, next month.
Next month. There you go. Something European. So, alright, you know what I will say? I'm going to tell you the whole sordid tale of the European testing thing. Chris will cry with me as we relate this story.
The European testing what?
So everybody here probably knows this, right? We were like, European testing is coming really soon. We're about to open up European game testing. We're going to invite a whole big wave of people, right? Remember this? Yeah, it was like 2 days away. It was 2 days away. And that was the week when we were planning to invite, that was the week of the first game testing weekend. And we were not going to invite a lot of people, but we invited a significant number. And then the invite system broke, which was really embarrassing because it's the first time it's broken in like, whatever it is, a year and a half of game testing. So when that happened, all we were doing was scrambling to fix the invite system so we could invite the number of people we needed for the testing weekend. And at that point, there was just no way that we could invite anyone from Europe. And then immediately following that, we realized, that
Throwing beer at people.
we realized that yes, this new build was coming down. And we decided that we weren't going to go with it because it was a huge download and we were concerned that we wouldn't get that many people in. Now I understand there are people, particularly those who live in Scandinavian countries, who have like lightning, light speed internet, who can apparently download 27 gigs in 5 minutes. But most people, there you go, there's one right here.
When you only have 3 people in your town, it doesn't share the bandwidth. It's all yours.
Really good contention. But most people are not really capable of downloading that fast. So we made that decision. I apologize. We shouldn't have gone out and promised that. And that's the reason why I'm being so reticent about talking about when European testing is going to start, because I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. And then when I say it's coming as soon as possible, that means that the first opportunity I have to put people in, I will be putting Europeans into testing. In fact, as you can tell, we took 500 odd names today, so we're taking them in as fast as we can. Will we invite people in this room? If you weren't given a little ticket today from if you weren't at the keynote session, assuming you stay around, because you're going to have to stay around so we can get your name and everything else, we'll put everybody who's here tonight in testing.
Awesome.
Siegfried, ladies and gentlemen, knows how to work a crowd.
and it will really suck for the people who have already left. No, I'm serious. Yeah, we'll do that. Although it's not, you're not going to get it. Someone, I swear to God, today, a guy came from the keynote session, he came there, gave us his name, put his name in our thing. He walked away, and I swear, he looked at his phone 20 seconds later. He was like, I don't have the email yet.
I'm just sitting here at this desk.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't connected to the internet. This isn't magic.
My pencil has no access.
Yeah, so it makes it a couple of weeks. Anyway, there you go. That's a European question, though. Thanks for that.
Last question. What do you think of 3 months after launch? Is European testing just stress testing now, or will we be able to make changes? Is that feedback going to make a difference?
Your feedback is absolutely going to make a difference.
So we kill companions again if we all come in.
I don't think companion killing will be back on the on the agenda, and Daniel can speak for half an hour on that. I mean, obviously we're very, very concerned about localized versions of the game, French and German. That's a particularly important piece for us. But the game overall, feedback is still super important to us, And in a way, feedback now is even more critical, right? Because it's the small kind of minor stuff, but that can still have a huge effect.
Yeah, but the game is enormous. So people find the really, really fun bugs that you had to have made 27 specific choices to get to, right? Which, has literally, like, we run the variables. Like, by the time you're 50th level, you are one of something like 34 million possible character builds, right? So having as many people as possible go through all this stuff and say, hey, if you do these ridiculous things, if you play like a completely schizophrenic person and you go dark side, light side, kill this guy, come this guy, but do this, all of a sudden you get to the end plot and it explodes. So yeah, we'd like to know that.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons we're bringing a lot of people into testing. I've been told that the hot ball game is finished. Is that correct?
0-2.
And guess what? The Republic won again.
Let's be clear. At 0-2, that is apparently the worst Republic team there has ever been.
Now, which gathering skill might go with which crafting skill?
I mean, a lot of them are really obvious. Like, there's biochem, and then there's like bioengineering. Yeah, so like scavenging, and I don't know. It's something we could pretty easily address. Like, make Damien tell you on the boards. It's not a big crazy secret.
It is totally a big secret. All right. I haven't got any secrets left. Now it's our release date.
Are you working on a system for replaying the same class?
All right, quiet in the back.
Are you working on a system for replaying of the same class?
Are we working on a system for replaying of the same class?
Give you not for bonus, but so that you can make different choices to make things interesting for replayability.
Well, so the question is, you can already replay the same class and make different decisions. In fact, are there anybody here who's ever played a BioWare game more than once?
Yes!
I know people who played like 30 or 40 times who work in our office.
Every class has as much twists and turns and as much stuff in it as any BioWare game that's ever come before it individually. So if you're the crazy person who had to play, all 3 routes and all, or both ways through KOTOR, yeah, you got a lot of work at you. You got a big mountain to climb.
Your name is Daniel Erickson, actually. Well, in terms of how much work you're going to have to do to play through all those options. Any other questions?
Have you got a character cap per server?
I think our character cap per server is at the moment
right
is
now.
8. Yeah. And then, so you can pretty much play every class if you want to. And then,
So you'll be able to do 8 on each server?
Yeah, I think there'll also be a full character cap, but I'm not sure what that is. The normal.
Include that. Are characters factional? So like honestly, there can only be one faction.
Characters are not faction locked right now.
As in you can have Empire or Republic on the same server.
Correct.
Questions?
One here.
Stare at us.
You mentioned the existence of a solo planet. What kind of content's going to be on there? Or can you speak about that at all?
It's not really a solo planet. Although I can understand how you would come to that. Well, James Owen was talking about that. He said there was a planet where you can do solo quests. He was talking about
in-game content.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So and more. We're adding more all the time. Every time there's, every time that we have to say, hey, we've got a little bit more time for tech or something else, we're like, let's get some content in there. We really want to make sure that we've got places for solo players to go at level 50, because a lot of people are still going to want to commit to that. So yeah, there are not planets that are solo, like you're not going to see other players.
Yeah.
If you're on a PvP world, you're still going to be getting your ass ganked all the time. Especially because if you're the solo guy, you're probably the guy without the PvP skills. That's me. That's me. I always insist on playing on PvP servers because it's more realistic, and it basically just means I get my ass handed to me constantly. I'm the guy that's actually like got the slash and I'm role playing and I'm walking. I'm walking in town. But yeah, there's not a solo like instance world or anything.
Anything else?
Yes, individual spaceship. Are they customizable?
So that's a Wall of Crazy idea. Did you know that James doesn't want to call it the Wall of Crazy anymore?
Yeah, that's not for him. That's from way up above.
Oh really?
Do not ever say those 3 words again, apparently.
Can we still say that?
Well, we can't stop you. Unless you gave us your information and then we know where you live.
It is a potential future feature.
Yes. So ships are customizable in all of the accessories, all the stuff. So you can get new shields, you can get new weapons, you can get all that stuff. Cosmetic customization is post-launch. Not for launch. Do it. Ship
Customization. Interior ship customization. Don't know.
I am going to ask you because it's quite a good idea. Will there be guild capital ships?
Well, we've already answered this. Yeah, so thanks for that.
Not at launch, and we'll have to see in the future. The interesting thing about guild capital ships is it actually argues against its own reasoning, which is, hey, we're guilds, we love social space. Give us some social space. Let's put all the guilds in their own ships, and now there's nobody on the planet. So until we sort of figure out a way around that and have a whole lot more time.
Well, the other thing about a feature like that is like it doesn't take you more than a 5-minute conversation to start coming up with all these other cool things you can do, right? Like, I want to dock my Gabriel ship and do a boarding action against another guild. Now, this is not related to TOR, but I worked on a game called City of Villains, and the plan in the City of Villains expansion pack was that you would be able to make your own base, and then you were going to be able to raid another person's base. That was on the back of the box. It was never in the game. Even today, as far as I'm aware. So that's the kind of stuff that you don't want to start promising, or even suggesting. Because if you can never put it together, then, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, we still like the idea, when we look up, we do not see guild capital ships on the horizon. Interesting metaphor. Next.